there guys, so today's tutorial is how to do a split opposites thread the needle. We've talked a little bit about how you do a normal thread the needle and of course a little bit about how you do a 4-beat thread the needle, but split opposites feels just a little bit different. It actually feels not too terribly different from the 4-beat thread the needle, but with some very, very significant changes, most notably the feeling of going into split opposites. Now, traditionally the way I've taught people how to get into split opposites is either that you start from opposites and you try counting 1, 2, 1, 2, like that with a musical beat, or you think of it as being almost like double Dutch jump rope, right? A third method, and sometimes this works for people, sometimes it doesn't, it kind of tricks them into it, is to start off with the same time opposites feel and actually tilt your body over to the side and then tilt it back up to find you've kind of tricked your body into doing that split opposites motion, right? Either which way, one of the first things you'll probably notice when you're going into split opposites is that the way that it holds just normally makes it so that you can't really have a dominant hand on top with it. Unlike same-time opposites, you have to mesh them together in such a way that one hand is always stacked on top of the other. And of course, it's switching off which hand that is that gives us the whole idea of thread the needle. With split opposites, though, you don't really get that feel because your hands are pretty much on equal footing when you're just in the stable position right here. So what we have to do in order to get to a split opposites thread the needle is we actually have to get to a place where we can perform split opposites with our arms crossed. And of course, when our arms are crossed then, we now have an opportunity to have one hand on top and one hand on bottom, right? So first things first is once you've got that split opposites feeling down, you're going to go ahead and cross over your arms and practice just holding steady with, say, your right hand on top, and then take it back to a neutral position, and then take it over to a place where your left hand is on top. And you'll actually notice as you go into that, you're going to have to make a small adjustment in order to get the other hand to feel proper on top. This is exactly what you want to be feeling. This is what's training your body to get into that thread the needle. When you feel pretty comfortable with both of them, what you're going to want to do is, with the hand on bottom, you're going to bring it around to straight up being on top, right? And what you'll generally find is that it takes a couple beats to get there. You kind of cheat this out because of the nature of split opposites. Rather than getting in your downbeats at the same time, one of your hands gets in a downbeat while the other one gets in an upbeat. So by the time one hand has gone over and around the other hand has had a downbeat in the meantime. And the result winds up being something that feels very rhythmic and similar to a 4-beat same-time thread the needle, but at the same time has its own set of unique properties. And of course, if it helps, you can always think of it as being, I'm going to reach around the edge of the cupboard, reach around the edge of the cupboard, reach around the edge of the cupboard, just like we did with the 4-beat same-time thread the needle, yeah? Quite frankly, if you've got that 4-beat same-time thread the needle, this one's going to be a really, really easy one for you. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will be back next week with another tutorial. Thanks, and peace.